Hi friends, welcome to another episode of Decluttered. In this episode, let's study about the number of factors of a given number and also the sum of all the factors. Now this is a very important concept that's tested in the SATs, GMAT, GRE, CAT and also in the engineering entrances like the JEE or BITSAT at times. So let's understand the rationale behind the formulae to calculate the number of factors and the sum of factors. First of all, we know what the factors of any number are, right? A factor is a number which divides a given number and leaves the remainder 0. Let's try to prime factorize 588. So when I prime factorize 588, I will write it as 294 to 147, 349, 777 and 1. So I can write 588 as 2 square into 3 power 1 into 7 square. Now even 21, which is 7 into 3, is a factor of 588. 1 itself is a factor of 588. 588 itself is a factor of itself. We know that for any given number, 1 and the number itself are also the factors. How many factors exist for 588? The formula is if any number n can be written as 2 power a, 3 power b, 5 power c, 7 power d, so on, where all these are the corresponding prime numbers in their exponents form, then the number of factors is a plus 1 into b plus 1 into c plus 1 into d plus 1 and so on. So for 588 as a use case, the number of factors would be 3, which is 2 plus 1 into 2, which is 1 plus 1 into 3, which is going to be 3 3s are 9, 9 2s are 18. So there are 18 factors and this includes 1 and the number itself. How do we arrive at this formula for number of factors? What is this plus 1 got to do with it? Let's understand that logically so that we never forget. Now, we know that 2 may or may not be a factor of one of the factors of 588. But we can take 2 at best 2 times in any factor because we have a 2 square. 2 cube cannot be a part of any of the factors. So let us say that the factor of 588 was of the form 2 power x, 3 power y and 7 power z. It cannot be 5 power anything because 5 itself is not a prime factor of 588. Now the value x can be either 0, 1 or 2. 2 because 2 square is a part of 588 and 0 because like we have discussed 2 power 0 is 1 and 1 is a factor of every number. Same way y can be 0 or 1 and z can be 0, 1 or 2. Likewise, if any number can be written as c, then the number of choices available for that prime factor will go up to c from 0 and hence you have c plus 1 choices. By applying the concept of permutation combination, we arrive at the number of factors formula as a plus 1 into b plus 1 into c plus 1 and so on, where a, b, c, d so on are the powers of the prime factors of the given number. Now let us try to study about the sum of the factors. Again, any number n can be written as 2 power a, 3 power b, 5 power c, 7 power d and so on, right? The factors will be having 2 power 0 in it or 2 power 1 in it or 2 square in it so on up to 2 power a. Same way, 3 power 0, 3 power 1, 3 square up to so on 3 power b, and I can write the same pattern for all the prime factors. Now, if I have to sum the prime factors, my point is, if I write the sum as this formula, and so on, I will get the sum of all the prime factors. The reason being, let us say we had to add in the given number of 588, which is equal to 2 square into 3 into 7 square, 1 plus 2 plus 2 square, 1 plus 3, 1 plus 7 plus 7 square. If I had to add 49 as one of the factors in the sum, I would get 49 by choosing 7 square, multiplying it with 1 of 3 and multiplying it with 1 of the part of 2. So when I actually apply the multiplication rule and open the brackets, I will get individual factor added. And this is a very simple thing, because now I need to apply sum of GP to each prime factor, and hence the sum of factors of a given number is 2 power a minus 1 by 2 minus 1 into 3 power b minus 1 by 3 minus 1 into 5 power c minus 1 by 5 minus 1, and so on. Take any other example, right? 21 is also a factor of 588. And if we wanted 21 to come in the sum, it would come by choosing this 7, multiplying it with this 3, and multiplying it with this 1. If we had to choose 42, it would come from 2 power 1 into 3 power 1 into 7. And that's why when you open the brackets of all the powers written this way, you will get the sum of the factors. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do like, share and subscribe to our channel and share some love with us.